The ultimate reality or the truth that the Buddha has discovered at his enlightenment is called Nirvana in Sanskrit, and that same Sanskrit word Nirvana is used even in the English language. In Pali, it is called Nibbana, the ultimate reality. Everything in this universe, every manifestation in this universe, other than the Nirvana, is an illusion according to the Buddha's discovery. In Hinduism, the illusion of the world that we experience is called Maya, mirage, that appear to be real but not real. Even all what we experience as real are actually not real. We think through our sense organs that we know the world outside, the universe outside. But actually, it is not true, because none of our sense organs is capable of knowing the reality of anything. The capacity of the eye is limited, ear is limited. We can't see atoms or subatomic particles. Our ear cannot hear all sound waves in this universe. It cannot hear mobile waves, radio waves, TV waves, etc. Hearing is limited. We can't hear what even a dog can hear. We cannot smell even what a dog can smell. That shows our sense organs are very weak with regard to their capacity of knowing. But the entire world that we know is created by these weak sense organs. And they send signals to our mind regarding those creations, and the mind recognizes those creations with the help of the data stored up in our brain that we call our memory. For example, when you see a certain figure, we may recognize that figure as a father, mother, brother, sister, a tree, a tank, a river, etc., a rock, etc., with the help of the previous memories. That means all what we experience in our mind are mental creations. The ultimate reality called Nirvana is beyond that mind, beyond the mental creations. But to realize that reality, we have to empty the mind of its content, the entire content. Our mind contains our thoughts and feelings. Thoughts are mental images, and feelings are vibrations associated with those mental images that amount to our likes, dislikes, and indifference. The ultimate reality called Nirvana can be realized by enlightenment only after clearing the mind entirely from its content, thoughts and feelings. It is only an empty mind that is capable of going beyond the boundaries of the mind and realize the nirvana beyond the boundaries of the mind. And that state is the ultimate state that one can realize. And that is the ultimate reality, according to the Buddha, of the entire universe. All other realities that we experience are ephemeral. Every manifestation in the universe is born to decay and die. Even galaxies, planets, suns, stars, they were created, according to the scientists, by the Big Bang, and with the big crunch they disappear. They appear to disappear, and in between there is decay. Every phenomenon in this world, in this universe, is ephemeral, dynamic, changing, and cannot retain a permanent identity. Buddha referred to these three aspects of the nature, the realistic aspect of the phenomena that we experience. In his own words, the three natures are called anicchata, dukkhata, anattata. Anicca means dynamic, creative. That is the creative energy of the universe. Energy is not a thing but an activity. What is the activity? The activity of creating, the activity of decaying, the activity of destroying, the triple activities. In Hinduism, these triple activities of the universe is identified as the triple gods of the universe, Trinity of Hinduism. Brahma, Vishnu, Maheshwara. Brahma means creation. Vishnu means sustenance. But it is not sustaining, it is not maintaining. Everything that is created is subject to decay, to Buddha. And ultimately they end in the destruction. All generations are subject to degeneration, whatever that is generated. That is what the first pupil of the Buddha, known as ascetic Kondanya, realized after listening to the Buddha's first discourse called Dhammacakkappavattana Sutta. At the end of this discourse, Buddha himself mentioned that Reverend Kondanya realized that every mental phenomenon is born to die. In fact, death comes after decay. Yankincha samudaya dhammang sabbanta nirodhammanti. Dhamma in Pali refers to the mental images, the objects, the sensory objects of the mind, like pictures, forms are sensory objects of the eye. Sounds are the sensory objects of the ear. Smells, fragrances are the objects of the nose. Taste are the objects of the tongue, and so on. Similarly, the mind can be aware of only mental images, nothing else other than mental images. And those images, as I mentioned earlier, are created by the data or the information supplied by the sense organs, that cannot know the reality of anything. That means with wrong information, mental images are made. And those images appear to disappear. We cannot keep a mental image or a thought or a feeling constantly in our mind. They are made of sparks that appear to disappear instantly. Thoughts are made of mental sparks, in Pali called chittakkana, sparks of thoughts. And they are born to decay and die. That is what the first people of the Buddha called Nirvana contingent realized. Therefore, whatever that appears to be real can be called only an apparent reality, not a real reality. The real reality is beyond all those apparent realities created by our mind. That means we have to go beyond our mind. To go beyond the mind, we have to empty the mind of its illusory content. After his enlightenment, in his first paean of joy, Buddha said, at the enlightenment, thinking ceased, formation of mental images ceased, visankara gatam citta. The mind became free of thoughts. Not only good thoughts or bad thoughts, but also your neutral thoughts. In Pali they are called punyabhisankara, the good thoughts, apunyabhisankara, bad thoughts, and neutral thoughts are called anindabhisankara. They have no vibrations. That's why they are called anindabhisankara. Sankara are creations. The real basis of Nirvana. Nirvana has two aspects. The basis of Nirvana and the influence of Nirvana in our mind and body. That leads to the tranquility, free vibrations. In bodily nature, after enlightenment, the body is free of magnetic element called Vayo Bhuta. Vayo means moving, changing, vibrating. Free from vibration. The mind is free from vibration. That means mind gets completely tranquil. No vibrations. All mental creations and material creations are made of vibrations. The latest theory in physics is called the string theory. The 5 string theories were amalgamated to one theory called master theory or M theory in 1995. And that theory says everything in the universe is a pattern of vibration. Every element, every phenomenon becomes different from the other phenomena through its pattern of vibration. For example, electron is different from a proton due to the vibration patterns. Proton is different from neutron due to the vibration pattern. Protons or neutrons are different from quarks due to the vibration patterns. Different colors are different vibration patterns. Vibration means can be measured by frequency. Different radio waves have different vibrations. Even mobile waves. Vibration patterns can be measured. And every mobile has a particular vibration pattern confined to itself, which no other mobile can detect. Similarly, every individual being and every individual thing is made of a pattern of vibrations. Nirvana is a state beyond vibration. When you realize Nirvana, therefore, the mind becomes free of vibrations. Feelings are vibrations. Mental images are vibrations. The mind becomes empty. That is why Nirvana is called Sunyata in Pali, meaning void or emptiness. It's an empty mind, free of vibrations. And that brings a tranquility, and in Pali that is called Nibbana Dhamma, Nirvana Dharma. Dharma is the content of the body or the mind. But the basis of Nirvana is the ultimate reality, which is not changing. It is something constant. It is not changing because everything is changing. Everything that is created is changing until it decays and dies. The main aspect of creation and decreation in this world is called anicchata, dukkhata, anattata, and Buddha repeats also the three stages as jati, jara, maran. Jati means the birth of a thing, birth of a phenomenon. Jara means the decay of that phenomenon after that birth. It can remain constantly of the same pattern. Therefore, it cannot retain a permanent identity. That is why it is called anatta. This reality of the physical world was realized by the Greek philosopher called Heraclitus, who lived in the 5th century BC. And he said, the same river cannot be touched twice. You can't step into the same river twice. No, similarly, we cannot touch anything twice. When you touch even our body once, when you touch for the second time, all atoms, electrons have got changed their position and their nature. So fast is the changing nature of the physical universe. Nirvana is not physical. Physical elements are changing. Elements are called the ultimate nature of things. There is nothing beyond that. In Pali, the Buddha has referred to 4 elements. They are not things, they are only activities. Every physical phenomenon is created by 4 types of activities called Patavi, Apo, Tejo, Vayu. Patavi means 2 things getting pressed together. The gravity, what we call gravity, pressed together, that is one aspect of the main element, the main activity of creation. When pressed together, things get bound to each other. Apo means getting bound. When things are bound together, they get heated. Things are made of atoms. Atoms have electrons around every nucleus of atom. And when they touch each other, they get charged. That electrical charge is called Tejo, get heated. That is electricity. Wherever electricity is generated by electrons, the next manifestation is magnetism. Magnetism means not a thing, but a motion, movement, according to Buddha's theory. Thus, the material world is apparently real, but actually not real. Nothing can retain a permanent identity, anattata. That is what the Buddha said. Soullessness is the basis of Buddha's teaching. No permanent identity. Nothing can retain a permanent identity. Even we small babies, then children, then we were adolescents, we were youths, we were matured adults, we were all, and not well, we become dead bodies. And we will die. After death, we are only dead bodies. That is the nature of changing. That is the nature of everything. Even a galaxy, even the universe. It is born with a big bang according to scientists, and now it is expanding, changing, but ultimately it will crunch and end up in a black hole again. It was the explosion of a black hole according to scientists that exploded into this universe, and it will come back again into a black hole through a big crunch. Therefore, the universe starts the Big Bang according to scientists and ends with the big crunch. And everything in the universe disappears in that darkness, in that dark hole. Therefore, all what we experience in the material universe are ephemeral, are illusory, because they are changing constantly. As I mentioned earlier, Heraclius said, we cannot step in the same river twice, nor can we touch the same thing twice, because they have got to change. Because nothing can retain a permanent identity. But everything happens in a constant background. All happenings takes time. All happenings, all events need a space for its manifestation. Therefore, the entire universe and everything is within, getting manifested within space and time. Whatever that is created within space and time are subject to degeneration, subject to destruction. Nothing can remain forever. But nobody has created the space, the emptiness of the universe. Nobody has created the time. And the ultimate element called Nirvana Dhatu. Dhatu means the ultimate element, ultimate nature. It's not a creation. In the Tatya Nibbana Sutta, where the Buddha describes the four aspects of Nirvana, he says, Nirvana is ajatang, it is not born. It has no birth, no beginning. Abhutam, not an event, not an incident, not a happening, not a manifestation. That is Abhutam. Akatam, it is not something done by somebody. Like the theistic idea of the universe. The entire universe is created by the Almighty God, and He looks after the entire universe. But Buddha has seen no universal creator, but he has realized the universal creation, universal creativity. But this ultimate element of everything called Nirvana is not subject to creation, not subject to the boundaries of time and space. Every material phenomenon is limited by space and time. The earth is limited by space-time, the sun or the moon or the stars or a galaxy or even our universe is limited in space. And also it is limited in time. It can exist only within a certain time period. The ultimate reality that the Buddha realized as Nirvana is not controlled by the limitations of time and space. In the sutta that you get in the Digha Nikaya, Buddha said with regard to Nirvana, Anantam. Anantam means no limit in space, beyond the limits of space, no limitation of space. And very often it is referred to as akaliko, timeless, beyond time. Therefore, this ultimate state that the Buddha realized at the Enlightenment is beyond time and space. Because it has no birth, no decay, no death. No form to identify. Therefore, it is called emptiness. Emptiness is space. Nobody has created this space, this emptiness. Anything is there because there is an emptiness, space. But space has not been created by anybody. Enlightenment and realizing Nirvana means becoming one with the space and time, going beyond the limits of space and time. That is why Buddha in number of occasions said, are you going to live after your final passing away? Buddha did not answer. He didn't say, I am going to live. Are you going to disappear completely after the passing away? Buddha did not answer. They are avyakata. Buddha cannot be said to be living or non-living after parinibbana. It's like this. But the Buddha gets dissolved in time and space after the final passing away called Nirvana. Like this. There can be a drop of water as a separate, having a separate existence. But when you drop that drop of water into a lake, we cannot point out that that drop of water is there in the lake somewhere. We cannot say it is in the lake, or we cannot say it is not in the lake. It is everywhere in the lake. Similarly, once you realize the basis of existence called Nirvana Dhatu, you are a part and parcel of the universe, the space and time. That means you are beyond time and space. To reach that state of mind or state, there is a path shown by the Buddha. In meditation, you experience that technique of enlightenment. Buddha said that in first piano of joy, as I mentioned at the beginning, thinking ceased at the enlightenment. Part of enlightenment is practicing a non-thinking mind. Even though the mind is not thinking, the body is functioning. Sense organs are in the body. They become aware of sense objects. Therefore, they send signals to the mind. And there is the awareness of the mind, but without thinking. Then you are here and now. Nirvana is said to be here now and now. Here is anywhere, here. You can say here when we are anywhere. You can say now at any moment. Therefore, Nirvana is throughout the space and throughout the time, not confined to a particular time, not confined to a particular space. And that is the nature of the basis of the reality, which has no beginning, no decay, no ending. It is eternity. That means, although your life has a time duration, limitation by time, even though your body and mind has certain limitations in space and time, in reality, you are beyond space and time, which you realize when you get enlightened, by becoming one with the time and space that are boundless, that are not born, that are not decaying, that are not dying. And you become eternal at the enlightenment.